We are going to have also polls so you can learn more. We can learn more about you and your business and how the content of today's webinar is matching your needs. Hello from Stockholm, I see here. Ukraine. Hello, Richard, Caroline. We are very excited to have you all with us here today. Feel free and be sure that you can ask your question every time. This is a real-time conversation. It's a live event, and we are going to try to answer all of them in the best way we can. Together today, we have together with us in our live chat, Elfie, from our beloved customer support team, and she's looking forward to connecting with you and answering your questions. And as always, because I know that you are going to ask about it, you are going to receive straight to your inbox the full recording of today's webinar to review the moment, and as well today's slide deck and the chat. The only thing that you have to do is to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's session. We are going to give a bit more seconds so more people will have the chance to join us from the beginning.
So guys, we're also live everywhere on social media. If anyone wants to share the webinar with friends, feel free to go find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or wherever you are on social, and you can share it and follow the page.
Nice. So I think it's time for us to begin. And let me introduce again myself. I'm Jo. I'm a product marketing lead here at LearnWords. And today I'm really glad to have with me our beloved Nick Malekos, our course marketing expert here at LearnWords, along with Elisa Kani, our learning designer expert. And we have a surprise for you because this event is not only by us, but we have the honor to have together Olivier, one of the most successful customers here at LearnWords, a photographer, filmmaker, YouTuber, Sony's ambassador. Olivier, thank you so much for being with us today. And Olivier is going to share with all of you, his secret recipe of success and hacks and useful tips that you can, really actionable, that you can straight after the webinar implement in your academies. And if you don't have one, it will give you the motivation to start building upon your business with us.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Olivier. Let me go through a bit on the agenda and what we are going to discuss today. We are going to focus on how you can find a next or the first profitable idea in order to start building your course business. We are going to start with our successful customer, Olivier, who is going to share a bit of his background, the success story, how everything started, because we know that everything is about when you do the first step to start your dream, to start your business, and everything else comes along the way. And then Nick will share with us the framework, the 5-step framework, along with some tools and templates that is going to help you get into action. And before the end, hope to have some time to go through your question in real time. But as we said before, just hit us on the QA section and Elfie will get back to respond to each and every one of you. And let me repeat that tomorrow everyone will receive a recording straight to your inbox. So Nick, I'm giving you the stage.
Yeah, first, let me welcome you, everyone here. Let me welcome you from the family of LearnWords and introduce you who we are before we go fully to the webinar. LearnWords is one of the top course platforms. This year, we're just celebrating that we had a speedy release of 30 features. Like, we are going like crazy to deliver new products the way our customers are asking. So you will be seeing, we have some customers of LearnWords and some are not yet. And we'll be sharing also the links to join LearnWords if you want, because you will see that everything you want to create, market, and sell an online course, it's here. And it's not just about the features, it's about the quality of support, it's about the updates, it's what your students will be getting. Like, you are not getting a course platform, you are getting the best learning experience for your customers. So this is about LearnWords. And if we can go to the next slide, we'll also share a sneak peek right now. You are getting access also. Anyone who is new to LearnWords can also get an access to our holiday offer. We'll stay until the end of the webinar and we'll share more information both about what is the discount, exactly how to get it, and where to get it. So let's start. Lisa, can we have the next slide? Thank you. And along with the webinar, we promise a few things. The first thing is that we'll show you live some both trending and very popular course topics we have collected. This is based on research, and we'll send you by email the list with all the courses, the trending topics that we have identified. And so if you are not sure about your topic yet, you will find it here. We also shared with some of you before that registered early the workbook, so you are ready, and the rest will get it afterwards. It's a workbook for the next steps. So if you have 2, 3, 5 ideas, you can take a note on the PDF workbook or print it and do it, and it has the next steps to create your course. And we'll also show you some incredible features of LearnWords, like our new AI features that will help you go to the next step of course creation. So this will make your courses go like this very fast. You will create them almost immediately. And compared to other platforms that might have AI features, because we pride ourselves on having learning experts and our founders are PhDs on e-learning technologies, we have added e-learning and instructional design principles in the course creation process. You are not just getting some random AI that will give you some titles. You are getting an AI that will create you an educational approach on your course. So let's go. Next is introducing Olivier. And I will let him introduce himself.
Hi, everyone. So thank you, Nick. Thank you, LearnWords, for the invitation. Hi, everyone. So first, sorry for my English accent. I'm French, so I will do my best to introduce myself. So my name is Olivier. I'm a French photographer, filmmaker, and also YouTuber since 7 years now. So I do photography tutorials and filmmaking tutorials on YouTube. I start my photography career 10 years ago now. And I started selling courses and online products since 2018 approximately, using my audience on YouTube mainly. So it works well for some years, and then I discovered the opportunity of LearnWords tools, and I decided to put all my courses on one platform using LearnWorld. So I started my courses and school on LearnWorld last summer, and today I reach more than 5,000 people on the platform. So I'm really happy with this number, and also more than 3,000 people using my app. So that's a quick story of my school, which name is Académie des Créateurs, so Creators Academy if you want. And yes, that's a quick story. Do you want more, Nick? Maybe.
Yeah, it was great. So we have Olivier here to add his own personal experience. So we'll not just be talking as people who know. We'll have Olivier to tell you exactly how a course creators has started and grow.
I think I can reply to a lot of questions about my strategy, business strategy, and also how I use LearnWorld's tools to have new customers, for example.
Yeah, so keep sending your questions. Elisa and Elfie will be collecting them for the Q&A. So if we go fast and we have some time at the end, we'll be answering as many as possible. So very quickly, before we really start, to give you something that you need to know. If you are creating a course or any other business, the most important thing is that you are going somewhere you know very well, something you love, and something you need. The intersection of those and something your customers need. The intersection of these things is the recipe to your success. If you are doing something you don't know enough, something you don't have a passion, and something that there is not enough people to actually go and teach and sell, it's not going to sell as much as you want. So the love is on you. We'll share with you how to find something you know, and we'll explain how you can understand that people need it. This is the point here. And moving forward, we'll be also enabling some polls during the webinar. Feel free to answer them, and we'll be using the results to discuss at the end of the webinar. So next, directly to the five-step framework on how you can find a course and see if it's worth it. We're going to talk about how to understand your audience. We're going to discuss about course trends, but have in mind that we're also talking about this year's trends. We're also talking about very popular topics that are evergreen and have been here since the early 2000s. We're going to explain how you can go and understand if this is a course that will bring you money, it's profitable, how to validate your idea that your audience, your people are actually going to buy it and by how much. And we'll show you how LearnWords will help you not just sell the idea, but go bigger, go faster, and actually reach more people with it. Let's go to the first one, how to understand your audience. This is the first step because you have to understand your audience before you start doing a course. For example, if you see me, I'm an expert in marketing. I will not do a cooking course. I will be terrible at that. So, and my audience will not care. So understanding your audience is the first step into which course is the right one for you. How to do it? You can do surveys. Social media allows you to share links to surveys. You can do polls on social media. You can start conversations, and you can follow conversations of other influencers and people. What people are discussing on social is the first step to you to understand what is popular right now. You can also go, and Olivier will go a bit more into it, on demographics. How you can use demographics to understand who is your audience. It's different. The course you will sell to someone who is 25 years old, to someone who is 45 or 65. It's also different that people, if someone is have a different audience of women, men, different genders, different identities, different kind of people like different courses. It's a different approach. So I will leave the stage to Olivier, who will talk about more on how he identifies his own audience on YouTube and not only, and through his community on LearnWords on how he understands who his audience is.
Yes. So as Nick said, so I was mostly on YouTube and Instagram, so that helps me a lot. But if you don't, we are not all on YouTube and Instagram, but you can use this tool, especially Instagram, to identify some trends, for example, and just without a big account, just look at other accounts and hashtags and look at what people are saying in the comments of other accounts about specific topics, and maybe you can just see what other people do as common contents, and if something has a bigger influence on people, and what content makes people ask questions. And if people ask questions, maybe they will need a course about that or more information. And you can start by free content, or just by creating an Instagram account. I think you already have an Instagram account, but you can also launch a YouTube channel and make free videos, free content to get comments. And in your comments, you will find some information, little information, to find topics. And so it will help you to identify your community and what people need, and to sell them courses after. And so for that, yeah, YouTube Studio is a very good tool. You have a lot of information inside. We cannot go deep in these topics because it's not the subject, but yes, this is a very powerful tool. The comments, as we said, also polls on Instagram in, for example, stories, by the way. And when you have your Learn World School already online with maybe not a lot of people on it, that's not the point, but you can use tags, and that's very powerful with Learn World. You can use tags to identify the needs of your subscribers and send maybe email to specific people at a specific moment just to find information or to target your audience on specific topics. So the qualification forms I use it. So for people who don't know what is it, it's a form which is asked at the beginning of the subscription when your client subscribe to your school. You can show him a form, a qualification form, which is necessary to access to the school. And in this form, you can ask people a lot of information. For example, are you a beginner? Do you want to make a living of photography, for example? Or are you a student? Do you live in France? Do you live in Belgium? I don't know. And also, do you prefer photography or filmmaking, or maybe both? Do you use a smartphone or a professional camera? And if you ask this question at the very beginning, you get so much information. And using tags, you can target your course after your launches, your email, and any marketing tools you use. You can target them.
And just on something here on this slide and in other slides, we give you some tools that you can visit.
Yeah,
For
sorry,
example,
I go too far.
Yeah. No. It's exactly what you're discussing about the
Yeah.
polls and the tagging. After you get this information, you need to move forward and how you can understand your customer. So
Yeah.
I suggest personally, I use it sometimes, the HubSpot persona tool. It helps guide you, ask you questions about your audience. And if you ask them questions and you have statistical numbers, like you have 100 people answering forms, you can create your personas and add the little things they answer to a persona. This is the first step into understanding who your customer is. For example, I can say Elisa, she's 25 years old. She's a creator. She's interested in photography, smartphone photography. It's all the information from the forms. You have it on a slide, and you create a person that you can understand who it is you can talk. And when you have a person in your mind, it's much more easy to create a course than having an infinite number of people, an unknown number of people.
Yeah. Also in person and online events. So if you have the chance to be part of an event, you can just talk to people. And the best way to understand your audience is to talk to them with social network for sure, but in real person, that's more deep conversation. So you can really see the reaction of people when you talk, when you explain to them that you maybe imagining to create a course. You will have the reaction in the eyes, and you can understand very quickly if it's a good audience for your project.
Yeah, and now we can go to Elisa. She will be showing you how exactly these forms and tags are working.
Yeah, so just hello everyone, just on the more practical side of things and how to get to know your audience better, and what a better way than forms, right? So forms allow you to essentially just ask whatever you want from your audience and have those answers also recorded so you can go back to them. So LearnWorlds allows you to create multiple types of forms. So this is a general form builder that we have, and it allows you to create forms and embed them into your pages. So you could start blankly and add in your questions, or if you're simply just gathering emails or their names, you can use simple forms. If we go over to the next slide, you can see that forms can not only be added into a simple page, but also they can be added in the part in the stream of your content inside the course. So let's say that perhaps you want to get some feedback for what you've created for a specific activity or the course overall, right? What a better way to do that than add it straight into the course. So you can add the forms straight into the course builder itself, into the course stream. And if we can go over to the next slide as well, we also have something that we call a qualification form. So you can enable that into the Academy, and that will actually show up the moment somebody signs in and the moment they sign up, and just a way for you to gather some information about that new user right after they log in and they sign up. So this is the qualification form. Of course, again, over here, you can edit out the form and ask the questions that you need answers to right after they sign in. So just a way for you to get to know them from the get-go as soon as they sign up for your Academy. So general forms, marketing forms that you can add really in any page, forms that you can add straight into the course stream, and also qualification forms that users will be presented as soon as they enroll and sign up into your Academy. So these are the types of forms that you can add.
Can I add something, Elisa, very quickly?
Sure.
So sorry. Yeah. So qualification form, guys, is very, very important. So please, right now, after this webinar, start with qualification form on your scroll, and add tags on the answers. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So very important.
Yes, tags is just such a clever way for you to either group specific users or just give them a specific characteristics, so you can use that later on to just target them specifically. So wherever you can use tags, highly suggested.
Yeah, and before we go to the next part, have in mind that qualifications, tagging, automations, and then the mass email features of LearnWords all combined, you have a marketing super engine on one tool. And you can do almost everything you can imagine. I cannot even start showing you because it just keep your idea, spread your wings, and imagine what you can do if someone asks you that I'm an amateur and you start sending them an email sequence for your beginner courses. So we'll be going to the next section, uncover course trends. Personally, this is my favorite because I did a lot of research on the topics and the trends. And I will give you some trending topics for the whole year and actually the whole decade. Have in mind, let's start from the left column. I will go very quickly and not go into all of them. There are course topics like Excel. If you see, people are looking to learn Excel and anything related to it since at least a decade. And it's still growing. More and more people want to learn Excel. If you are an Excel expert, I do suggest you go teach a course. There's so many courses out there and they're not enough. AI, this was the year of AI. This was the toddler year of AI. It was just the baby year. 2024, 2025, AI will boom. Any topic on AI will go. The trend is not going upwards towards the end of the year, but it will start again. If you are great at AI, if you can teach others how to use AI, even if you are average, there are people who want to learn right now. Data science, technical courses, digital infrastructure, anything that teaches someone to go into the digital world. Then we have more soft skills, self-improvement, time management, or the more business topics, social media, UI, UX, and project management. People want to improve themselves and they want to improve for their work. I will show you how I found these courses in a few slides. So keep with me. This is to give you ideas if you have not already an idea. Other things that people are always interested is affiliate marketing. And there are so many subtopics. If you have done affiliate marketing, if you know how to do a specific topic of affiliate marketing, it's so much trending. So many people are looking to make some more money on the side or as a full business. Same as e-commerce. Anything that helps people make money, it's actually a good course to start. Same as freelancing, and Forex is going up, especially in times that the economy is uncertain. Forex and trading is going up always. So this is the right time to go and do a course on teaching people how to make money and how people can trade or invest. Then another kind of more creative and also technical, Figma. Figma is a great tool. And if you are a designer or a website designer and you know how to use Figma, you know tricks, even if you know some nice design tricks and tools or just guiding people to use Figma and Photoshop and video editing. I have seen a few people worrying about that they don't know how to do video for their courses. And I'm sure that after we finish this webinar, these people will be looking for a course on video, even if it's beginner or advanced. Olivier is laughing.
Even if it's in French.
Especially in French. It's not enough people in French teaching video, as we discussed. It's also exciting that modeling is still going up. Painting also was going up in times of COVID, and it's still people who want to learn painting and instead of going physical classes, they're looking for courses. Same as wellness and Pilates or other wellness trends. There are many trends. So there are too many. We wrote an article on that on 183 possible course topics, and I point out which ones on the article are actually trending and skyrocketing, and it's your opportunity to start your course on 2024. After the webinar, you get the recording, you get a link to the article, and you can go and see. If you don't have an idea already, just click on the article, go read through. I'm sure you'll find an idea that you'll love. Let's go to the next slide. So this is how I look for trends on online courses and how I approve that I have some topics to go on. The first thing is know what you know and what you love. This is brainstorming. There are many brainstorming techniques. Put a timer, 10 minutes, and start writing topics. Then you have to research them. But brainstorming is important. Write down what you love to do and what you think is important, and you'll find a lot of topics yourself. You don't even need to go looking around. Just 10 minutes, a timer, and that's it. Google Trends. Most of the topics I checked, and I'm telling you here, I use Google Trends. It's a free tool with Google, and you can see in 12 months, in 1 year, worldwide or in your region, if people are searching. And the important thing is that this trend is going upwards. If it's going upwards, that means people and more people are searching. Then Olivier talked a lot about his comment section on YouTube. Go on social media, go on YouTube, go where you have followers, go on LinkedIn. What people are talking, what people are worried, what people are commenting all the time. You already follow a lot of people, and you will find a lot of topics in there. Then someone asked if Lerworks is taking commission. We are not similar to Udemy or Coursera. We are not a marketplace. You have a paid subscription, and you keep all the money you make from your creators. But that means you need to do the work to attract your audience, and you can make more money than a $10 discounts that Udemy is making all the courses over there. If you don't discount your courses on Udemy, you don't really sell. This is what Lerworks is offering you. Own the full process, own the emails, own the people, and actually make money out of them. They don't buy one course, they buy all your courses from you. They don't buy one course and leave to another creator. But Udemy and Coursera are perfect grounds to go and look for trending topics. You see, because we have Olivier, I went there and looked for photography. So this is our theme for courses today. You can see that if you go through the homepage of Udemy, you can see the popular topics. They tell you, do an iPhone photography course, do Adobe Lightroom, do mobile photography, do 3D animation. Everything you think about, there is a category, a subcategory on Udemy, and you can see. And you can then go, similar to Coursera, and you can go also there to see the popular courses. Check for reviews. All these platforms are perfect. They give you data, they give you information. If your course topic has someone selling the course, they have a lot of reviews, a lot of stars, and a lot of comments, then this course is popular. And don't worry about competition. You will be going there, and there are more people like them looking for it. Competition sometimes is good. It means the topic is actually interesting. And I will ask Olivier, because we have a pro tip from him here, about spending time to create courses and the trends. You want to take it over?
Yeah. So when we are talking about trends, it's sometimes it's fast. Like for example, in my domain, like video and filmmaking. So to teach filmmaking and just how to take a camera, set up a camera, and make videos will work anytime, anywhere. It will work for a long period. But if you just identify a topic, a very specific trend, like for example fast transition or fast cut, or maybe Wes Anderson, director style. It was a very trendy topic on Instagram a few months ago, on TikTok. If you identify a trend like that, it will go fast high, and it could go down very fast too. So it's still a very interesting topic to make a course about, but don't spend too much time on the process, because you have to publish it fast, and it will probably go down fast too. Don't spend too much time on this kind of trend. So you have to be aware about the success possibility in the long term of your course before you spend too much time on it. That's my little tip.
Thank you, Olivier. Let's go, because also we need to finish fast, so we have the quick Q&A session. Next, I think we talked already about the trends. Elisa, can you go back, please? I think we had a couple of more things. Did we skip? Sorry, give me a second. Yes, I'm using again Olivier as an example. Some good creators, some big creators, they already have their own courses. I went there at Olivier's school, and you will have the link to his school to also check. And I see you have on your homepage smartphone photography and the Lightroom course. So if you are promoting on the homepage, that means for me it's popular. Go to people, like someone was asking about AI. Go to those people who are selling AI courses. See what courses are on their homepage. Those are the popular ones. Those are the ones that you are interested to copy. If you don't have data, if you don't have information, just see what other people are promoting and you know that information. On the bottom right is a screenshot of Google Trends, but we're not going to focus so much there. Need to go a bit faster. Sorry. So the next part is, you know the course, you know what is popular. How are you sure you're going to sell? This is the question we're answering on this next section. So for me, as we discussed, are there competitors? Sometimes you fear competitors, but you should not fear a competition. That means that there is interest, there is market demand. And this is the first rule of economics. So if a competitor has a course, that means there is demand. Do they have reviews? Marketplaces, but also there are other sites that are collecting reviews for courses. If you find someone, an influencer, a big influencer that has millions of students, and there would be a site offering reviews on their courses, go check them. And I'm saying check the reviews because that's how you will find your competitive advantage that Olivier will talk in a bit. And also check what's their price. You don't want to make a very cheap course. A $5 course is for Udemy and you will not make much money. We are here at LearnWords to allow you to get all the money yourself. So we're here so you can sell premium learning experiences. Your students are here to really learn, to get a result. Combine the reviews, what they're looking, and their course price. See what are the premium courses. Selling 10 courses of $300 is much better than selling 100 courses of $5. The difference is actually triple the revenue for you. So, and how do you check that your audience, if you already have an audience? For example, you can find me on LinkedIn. I have almost 6,000 followers. How do I know if those people are interested? I ask them. I do a survey. I do a poll. I ask them on social media. I send them an email if I have an email list. And you can also do a free webinar. A free webinar will tell you if people are going to register to your course. You can also do a paid webinar that you will be talking a little bit more about a more advanced method on checking profitability and validating your idea. So Olivier, the room is yours.
Yeah. So what is very interesting is to see what is your advantages about what you do, about your school, and to explain them to your audience, to your leads. So for example, with LearnWords, I can explain that my videos are not only courses, video pre-recording videos. You have interactivity inside. You have the mobile app, for example, and the community. So it's a very powerful tool you can bring to your audience. And when you explain them, explain all the tools they will get with the price, it will help them to decide to subscribe or to buy your course. So you have to identify the characteristic of your courses and your school, and also always have a look, as Nick said, to your competitor, but and to see what they do and how you can bring more for the same price or for a better price, for example. So you can ask people in the industry, check also your Instagram, as we already said, and really take time to think about your business plan. Should you go to subscription or lifetime payment for your courses, or maybe you can do both, as I do? So people have the choice. You really have to make Excel tabs and just to check all the prices you can do and the way you want to do it. So I try to do fast, Nick. I don't know if you want me to go deep, just tell me, and we have the Q&A at the end.
We have a couple of minutes on this slide more, so if you want to go a bit deeper.
Yeah, so what is really important, just to always keep in mind that even if a lot of topics are already made online, your way to do it is it's only you who can do your way to teach some topics. So that's the main point you have to show and to explain to people. They will mostly pay for your way to teach than pay for the topic, because if they want to learn photography in France, you can find other people than me, but they pay for my way to explain things, my way to teach. And so this is kind of self I would say self-branding. I don't know the English one for that. Yeah, when you put a bit of yourself, a lot of yourself in your course, in your school, and to explain them what is your way, what is your your vision of the topic and the trend, for example. So for me, that's very important to make the difference.
We're in the age of personal brands. Personality really
personal brands, yeah.
So whatever the accents, either mine or yours.
It's a bit difficult.
Like it. So let's move forward. So we're going to the exciting things, how to validate your idea. This is not yet selling, but this is if you are going to make money or making some money before you actually create the course. So my favorite idea, and it's a pretty bold one to do, is pre-selling. So what we're suggesting is that if you had an idea right now about a course, go get a LearnWorks trial and use the AI tools to just make the outline. You'll do it really quickly. Elisa will show you a bit later. And just with the outline, create an intro video. That's all you need. And you can sell the course. If you sell 10 courses, that might not be enough for you. Maybe you say that I want 50 sales to make money. So if you sell 10 courses, just refund 10 people and it's over. If you sell 100 courses from your audience, you send emails and people are like, oh, I love it. I want to get it. Oh, it's going to be ready in 3 months, but I want to pay you $100 right now. Then this is pre-selling validation. You know you have an audience. The audience already paid you and you have the budget to go create the course. You can shoot videos, professional. You can hire people to help you. You can pay for the platforms. You can pay for the tools. This is the best way. If you want something smaller, do a webinar, but put a price on it. Put a price on the webinar and say, this is an expert workshop, $10, $20, $15. If you have 10, 20 people joining a paid webinar, imagine how many people will buy a full course. A webinar, you can prepare it in 2 days if you want to, and you know the subject. Then one thing I will show you later is the free tool AdWords Keyword Planner. I will explain a bit more on how you can validate with real money that Google is taking from these keywords about the topics. And Olivier is already doing it on how he promotes his courses before he creates all the full material and how updating.
Yeah, so, for sure. Yes. So by the way, I'm using my social networks, but the most important thing that a few years ago I took so many times to make the first step to publish my first courses, and that was my first mistake was to wait too long to publish it. And when you realize that done is better than perfect, you will grow faster, because you can create a first course, a first class, for example, with only 2 or 3 little topics inside for beginners. That's fine, because you will always be better than other people, and you're always less good than other people, but you're always better. You always have something to teach to other people. So when you just realize this thing, you can start little, publish your course, start selling, or just for free if you want, and you will be able to add more topics, more things inside, and make updates month by month, and just begin your story and your school as soon as possible, because it will always be interesting. It's your best video, your best course will always be the next one, so you should start, and start with free content. I do a lot of free content, by the way, on YouTube for sure, but also with the LearnWorlds app I have, so from my school. So I create so many screens with a lot of tools and free content for my students, because my strategy is to give them a lot of tools, make my school, my name, know by a lot of people. And if people know and use my app and my website for free, the day they need more and more information, more tools, and more, yeah, they will think about me, my school, and hopefully subscribe or pay my own classes.
Sorry, exactly
yeah.
what Crystal was asking: how to sell the courses, create free content, build an audience, and the people who came for the free content, some of those will pay for the full course. And one question, Olivier: how much of the free content are you reusing to create your course?
Sorry?
How much of the free content you post on YouTube or other platforms are you reusing later in your course?
I don't know. I don't know if I understand well the question, but I don't use exactly the same videos on YouTube and on my courses. YouTube is a very specific tool. You have to explain fast with cuts. With it's a YouTube strategy video creating. And when you do courses for a school, people watch your video and they have more time. They want to relax, to spend more time to understand everything. So they need time. You don't have to cut very fast like you do for YouTube videos.
That's good advice for any YouTubers in the audience.
On YouTube, fast cut is great, but for a school is not a good way to do it, I guess.
So
but free content. Sorry, is I think very important. And also, it's written there, so I forgot, but start with beginner courses, because beginner courses is easier to do for you. Beginner content is easier to do, and it will reach a larger audience. So everything is green light to do beginners first, and you can do advanced courses after, but keep in mind that advanced courses takes more time to do, because you have to double check every information. It's more tiring to do advanced courses, and also you will sell them to less people. Maybe it's people who could pay more, but it's a smaller audience. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, thank you, Olivier.
And I think we can stay on that note of using free content as kind of like a magnet to get them to lure them into purchasing a course. And I think if I could share my screen, I can show you guys a few things on how you can achieve that from within the platform. So give me a second to share, and hopefully you can see my screen right now. So as we mentioned, we definitely want to pre-sell, meaning that we want to sell them something that perhaps isn't completely ready yet. And it's just kind of a way to also test out the waters, right? See just how interested people are on that. LearnWorlds allows you to obviously do that throughout the pages as well. You can offer them a lot of discounts and this and that. But I think the most interesting part is when you actually demonstrate the content. So there is a way for you to offer free content even within an otherwise paid course. So this one right here, for instance, it's a paid course. So in order for them to have access to all of this content over here, they would have to purchase the course, right? But you can set it so that they can have free access to some of the content that you will choose. Not only that, but you can also set the contents to drip. So we have a feature that's called exactly that, the drip feed feature, where you get to select how and when will the content be available. So perhaps you're still working on it, right? And you may choose to just drip the free section first, and once everything is ready, just kind of like drip them gradually. So LearnWorld's the platform offers you all the tools you need to pre-sell them and to also give them free access so that they'll be more willing to actually purchase and to give out money actually just to have access to the paid content as well. Yeah, I think that's it for the pre-selling. So we can go back to the presentation. Let me stop sharing over here.
Yeah, let's go quickly on another validation way that I love. If you have done paid marketing, this is Google AdWords. You can create a free account, and there is a tools section to give you ideas. So let's say I have 100 ideas about courses, like photography course, iPhone photography, smartphone photography, filmmaking course, different things. If you don't want to buy an SEO tool and go check if there is volume, so people are searching, Google gives you some of the information for free. It's not accurate. The group keywords is not there's some depth in here, but you can quickly see that photography course, 10 to 100,000 people are searching every month on average, and people are paying 34 cents for each click. So how do you read? You go a little bit down and you see that online photography classes, there is more payments and less clicks. That's a valuable course. If people are actually paying online ads in order to get someone to click on an ad, that means this is a course being sold. You can see online film schools at the bottom, it's almost €5 in this case just to get a click. If I run an online film school or I want to run it, this is a proof of concept that there are 100 to 1,000 people. I know how much per click. I will need about €500 or dollars every month to spend on advertising, and I will have some customers. So if you have a course that is costing is priced $200, $300, and you pay $500 per month to get 2-3 customers, the economics make sense. So throwing your ideas on the Google Keywords Planner is a good way to know really how much people are looking for it and how much people are searching for it. Just to give you an idea, usually Forex keywords are very expensive. For a Forex course, someone may be paying $20, $30, and $40 just for one click. Imagine how much those people are paying for a course. So you can see which courses are cheap, which are expensive, which are making money to people. So it's a search for the tool. You need to go a bit in depth and you will understand that it's very valuable free information. So now we're going to how you can reach more people, bigger audiences. And some people are asking about if it makes sense to have different schools, different audiences, English and French or other languages. So this is what I will show you. LearnWords, this year, we have released a very important feature about multiple schools. You can easily copy it and you can create another school. For example, you have a corporate customer, you are selling the AI courses to the masses, and then maybe Microsoft comes and tells you, I want to train 10 of my engineers on AI. They want to learn from you. Those are more premium customers. Microsoft wants their own brand. Their login to be Microsoft branded. So with LearnWords, you can easily do it. With a few clicks, you can create another school and sell into your corporate clients. Some people are selling to corporations, compliance, they're selling to organizations, non-government organization, or government. So you can group these people in a different account, a different school, their own login, and you can have them take the courses there. You can also use the AI, as Elisa shown before, and spin the same course in multiple ways. You can see an example here. You might do photography for a small business, and with some AI tweaks, adding a couple of units or changing some text, you can do photography for pharmacies, for flower shops, for brick and mortar stores, everything very fast. AI helps you not to create the content, it's not a good idea, but to spin the content in a way that people will like it, like attend to their way of reading and understanding the course and the page. And I think that that's enough for me. Elisa can show you actually how to do this.
Yep. So Nick mentioned a few things. He mentioned multiple schools. He mentioned AI. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we can do all of that. Just making sure I'm sharing the correct screen here. Okay, so yes, Nick said that it's not a good idea to use AI to create the whole content. Absolutely, I agree. However, if you still want to, the platform does allow you to do exactly that. Now, it will not create the whole content for you, but it can help you build out the layout for your course, right? So that way you can focus on other things, that would take up your time. So how can you do that? Let's say right here, we're creating a course, photography course or whatever this is, and you'll see that I have a few options on how to start creating my course. So if you click on Start with AI, you'll see that it shows you this. What does this mean is that for any of you that are still new into the AI field and you're not still familiar with prompting and prompt engineering and how to write your prompts right, don't worry, Learnals actually has you covered in that topic, meaning that we have actually implemented that in the background, and all that means for you is just the click of a few buttons that you'll see right here. Now, if you still want to write prompts, you can do that, but if you're not entirely sure, not familiar with that, don't worry, you won't have to do that. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's say that right here, I'm creating a photography for a flower shop course, and you'll see that you simply state your topic for the course. You decide, you can select exactly the type of activities that you want included into the layout. You can specify the number of sections and how many activities each section will have. If you want to have a specific key topic that you want to discuss, you can add that into the tool and it will make sure to include that. You can add other resources. So if, for instance, you already have some text or a paragraph or something that you want the tool to use and elaborate on, you can feed that as well. And then something that also is very interesting that Learnals has is that you can specify and select to use specific instructional design approaches. Now, we have Cobb's, Gagne's 9 events, problem-based learning, Merrill's ADDIE model, SAM. I'm not going to go through all of these now. Obviously, some of you may be familiar with them or may not, but even if you were taught about these instructional models, we understand that it's definitely difficult to remember how they exactly work and to also apply them to your content, right? So this is where the AI tool comes and helps you, and it can create the content, the layout for you based on the instructional design that you will select from over here. Now, I'm not going to go through it just so I can show you. Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, because this is one of my favorite parts. Like if you see a lot of AI course creation tools, they're just throwing down an outline.
Yeah.
We have real instructional designers working on that, and they have built in these kind of instructional design approaches. It's based on research, it's based on educational approaches. That's why LearnWords is the best if you want to offer your students the best.
Absolutely. So let me close this off and see if there's anything else I didn't mention. Obviously, you can also define your target audience in terms of how advanced do you want the course to be or not. So the tool will take that in mind as well. You can describe your ideal target audience and even the tone of voice. Now, I'm not going to execute this because obviously, according to how many you're going to add, it may take a few moments to generate this. So instead, I'm going to go over here where I have some courses already. And, we mentioned growing our audience. So, just having multiple audiences. So how can you do that with the help of AI and the platform? So Learnwells actually allows you to clone a course, to copy an activity, a whole section. And why would you want to do that? So perhaps you have a main course idea, let's say photography right here, right? So you have some core contents that you wish to include really in any photography course, right? But then you may have specific niches or specific audios and targets, perhaps right here, a pharmacy or a flower shop or a supermarket, right? So you would want to create a course that will have all those core contents, but then also add those extra contents that will cater to flower shops here, for instance, or to pharmacies. Sorry, let me just refresh this. It's just a tad slower due to the webinar that's at the same time. So If you were to see all of these courses, you'll see that they share all the same content over here because I've cloned the course. It's something that you can do. However, I can still use AI right here to go ahead and generate, for instance, one section that will have specific instructions about photography on a flower shop, right? Now, again, according to your niche, and I'm sure Olivier would know better, you need definitely different tips about either lighting or angles or even the concept of the photos that you're taking, right? So, just one way over here to do that and to address it. Again, I'm not going to go in to show you, but it's pretty much the same that we saw earlier, where you can start and you can specify exactly how many activities you want to add, how many sections, just to cater to this specific niche over here. Lastly, I'm going to go over here so that we can see the multiple schools option. Nick mentioned it earlier. Again, this is going to help you to grow your audience even more. I think someone in the comments mentioned the languages as well. So this is what I've done over here. Let's say that, again, you have the same kind of concept, the same idea. However, you want to target specific customers, right? Right here, we have people that want to learn English or people that want to learn Spanish. So again, you even have the ability to clone the school, not only the course, you can clone a whole school, and then you have a unified dashboard where you can control all of these. So, and you'll see, you'll have them over here to check them out, to edit them out. Let me go ahead and go over here. And I want to show you something else, another implementation of AI, because not only can it be used to figure out the layout of the course, to add content, but AI can also help you really anywhere. It can help you build out an ebook, or it can help you in pages. And that's what I wanted to show you here. So I'm just going to go over to the page of this school right here, and you'll see that AI can help you with the text as well. So you can start typing in the text and then use AI just to kind of make it better. So I'll show you. Just there's a little bit of a text over here, explore creative Spanish, blah, blah. I'm not going to read through all of that, but you'll see these little star icons. Wherever you see that, that means that AI can be used to help you better this text right here. So you'll see there's a few options. You can polish it, you can rewrite it. Let me actually click on that one so you can see. You can see it working right now. Obviously, according to how long your text is, it's going to take a few seconds. So it changed it, and you see now it says something different. Discover our innovative Spanish. You don't like this? Great, just click on regenerate and it's gonna create something else for you. I'm gonna insert it and you'll see that, boom, just like that, it changed it. You can go back and you can go really to any copy over here and it's gonna help you do exactly that.
And you can do it directly from your trial. Like if you are not using Lergos already, you can just go to the trial and you can try this feature immediately.
Absolutely.
Lisa, I think it's enough for now because we need to go to the Q&A soon. And the prompt engineering that's on you as well.
Yes, let's go ahead into the next tab. And we have prepared a few prompts for you. Now, I did mention that, yes, you don't need to have prompt knowledge. However, just kind of give you the incentive and just an idea of what you can use if you want to work with an AI tool directly, ChatGPT or whatever you have in mind. So a few prompts over here. And we also have an ebook that you can download and you'll find far more prompts, not only for brainstorming, but really for anything that you want to create when it comes to online courses. So let me just read through these two examples and then I'll elaborate on what this is. So you are an expert in your expertise. So just write that in over there. Generate a list of topic ideas for a new online course. And you can add your subject to photography, for instance. The topic should be suitable for, it could be advanced users, it could be, you know, somebody just starting in. So essentially, you dedicate the tool a role, so it assumes that role, you specify your subject and your target audience, and then the results are going to be based on that. Let me go through the other prompt over here. So act as a, so again, you want to define the role, let's say course creator, and brainstorm some online course topics for a course about, let's say, sales, and it's going to do just that. Now, something that I love about AI is this part. So AI doesn't only, it's not just a passive tool, right? You don't just ask for something and it comes up with it. You can actually discuss. There is back and forth and there is follow-ups that you can do on your questions, on your prompts, right? For instance, you can say, make it more relevant to this business or keep that goal in mind. So this is just one example, right? What we mean to say by this is that you can come up with your prompts and then you can go back into the tool and ask them either for more details or for more results on that specific prompt, or I don't know, whatever you want to to specify on, you can go back into the tool and actually kind of have a back and forth and a discussion with it. And yeah, I think that's it with the prompts. Can move over to the next slide, unless Nick, you want to mention anything here.
I will go on to introduce you that this is an offer only for new clients. We are offering just for the holiday period 15% off to Lerwoods. So you can get a link from the chat right now, and we'll send you by email. You can take your trial, test the AI tools, test any other tools you want to use, the form builder, the qualification questions, the site builder. You can also see how you can create your own mobile app. Like a mobile app can cost you 50,000 euros or dollars just to develop. With Lerwos, it's just an extra small add-on per month, and you get support on that as well. So huge discount for the holiday period. For the holiday period only, you can go try it, and if you like it, you have a few days to subscribe to Lerwoods. So we don't have much time. Any questions you have for me, Olivier? We'll go for 5 minutes on the Q&A, and don't worry, we are collecting all the questions. It's so many. We're also getting so many private questions that we'll try to respond in the next couple of days through our support team to everyone or almost everyone. Brent, you don't need a coupon code. You just go on our website, get a trial, and you will see, you click and you'll get directly the discount. So let's choose a few questions. So I have collected some here.
Quite a few.
Yes. Maybe an interesting one. Some people during the course have asked about video, and this is a specialty of Olivier. Maybe you can give some instructions how you create your video or how someone can learn video. And probably if they're interested in photography or video, they can come to your school if they speak French. You are muted.
I think, sorry, the most important things to make a fast reply is the sound. So be careful about the sound. That's very important. So get a mic, a good mic, and even if you have only a smartphone, you can create your course. So if you have a good light, do indoor with a nice window on the side, for example. Let's bring you a good light and get a mic. And people can watch videos with good audio and bad videos quality, but not the opposite. So that's my first tip. And for other tips, it will take 2 hours to explain the process.
Oh, that's great. Anything you want to add? As I'm looking for another question to answer. There's so many. I'm trying to just choose one good one. So I see a lot of people asking about the discounts and a lot of people asking about how they can get Lerwoods. We're going to post again on the chat the link. You just need the link, create a trial, and you get the discount there. I see also about AI and languages. So a lot of international crowd, a lot of people they're speaking different languages. We haven't pre-programmed the AI to translate it by yourself. If you want to translate it, you probably need to just use the ChatGPT. On the Lerwoods AI, it can help in any language that you type, it can rewrite it, but you cannot ask it to go there and translate it through the school, if I remember correctly. Or Elisa, am I wrong? You can customize the prompt a little bit, but not to the extent for the translation. So thank you guys for staying. It's a big crowd with more than an hour, and we really need to go. So anyone who didn't get any answers, we promise to reach back to you. Thank you very much for attending. And
Thank you, everyone, and big thanks to Olivier.
Thank you, guys.
Would like to know that with the creator series of events from now on, that we try to start before the holidays vacations for you, in order to kickstart the 2024 with our holiday offer, and with you knowing that we are here to support you. we are going to touch upon different themes, and we are going to focus on the pain points of the core selling business. So with Olivier and along with other creators that they have been through these steps, we are going to try to address those pain points and turn them into actionable tactics and strategies that you can apply into your business. So because I saw someone saying that, you know, we don't want gurus, but we want someone that is close to us. Olivier started 1 year ago, so I can say that it's not about someone being a guru, but it's for someone made it successful because followed a very clear steps in the process, and just one by one starting at a point. So Olivier, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
you're going to be with us along the way for the upcoming series.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. Closing.